Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome into the Full Velocity Racing Network, where tonight we come to you live from the Fairbury Speedway. Good to come out here tonight with the FVRN Modified Series presented by JP Designs and Milner Media and Designs. And it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What is going on, everybody, on a Tuesday night? Phil Lacasse is here. Jack Truan's on the controls. The Phil and Jack attack on a Tuesday evening late night. Great to have you all aboard here this evening as we roll this week into the Fairbury Speedway, the great FVRN Modified Series. Great group of cars on hand. I count almost 30, 31 of the pit area called off unofficially. So we're about to get there through practice being complete. The points leader coming in tonight is a guy who is pacing ourselves in practice, and that is the number 16 car of Jay Place. He comes in tonight leading the points with 1,121. He leads by, let's say about 140 some odd points over Casey Brunson, Dylan Thomas, Jarrett Murphy, and Josh Peacock, rounding out our top 5 in the standings, and fifth trails by 205 points coming into the evening. So a big whopping start to the year for one of the number only called 97 on the race car. I believe it's the side of it is going to say a 16 on it as we try to click around.
Yeah.
It is 16 car of Jay Place, our points leader. He paces practice along a 12.650, so he is screaming around the quarter mile here this evening. Hope everybody is doing well out there watching here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So either way, where we're at, Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch TV out there, you guys could do us a favor. Like our link out there, share our link all around, and let them all know that we are out there live tonight and in living color with our gang at the Full Velocity Racing Network. And great to be out here on a Tuesday night. I think we're playing around with some buttons there as Jack had the victory lane splashed there off for a second. That's a good way to get me all confused, is sometimes really good at doing that. Not hard to do. Is looks like practice going to be complete. No qualifying here. A lotto pill draw for our heat racing lineup. So let's take a look at our Milner Media Design starting lineup for heat race number 1 on the pole with the number 115. That'll be Eric Tupper with the number 81 car of Wesley Gwaltney to his outside. In row number 2, we have Logan Heron with the number 120 car, the 34 of Cody Slauson to the outside of row number 2. In the third row, the number 47, old friend Tim Christensen there with the number 20 of Ryan Gaunt to his outside. In row number 4, the 15 car, Ron Hazen, Jared Hazen there, number 15, the 521 of Landon Caps. To his outside, our 9th and final starter of this one will be car number 7 of Alex Holbert. So we're going to call for 9. I think I count 9, which is always good. We're going to go 10 laps around the quarter mile, the top 2 cars. Transfer on into the main event. I believe we're going to have 4 heat races here tonight, so a lot of racing to go. We'll get through an LCQ or two, and then we'll race along for a 35-lap main event. So you guys are in the right spot. Want to welcome you in once again, and we are really glad you are here. And see our buddy Joe Tawanski out there, just coming off the airwaves of JTN. Our buddy doing NR 2003 broadcast. Well, maybe going to step in our shoes one of these days and doing that. Good to see Joe out there watching. They just got done. He's going to jump in and hanging out in chat. Really glad to see our buddy Joe out there, wherever you all may be. Chime in from the chat. Tell me where you're watching from and what's all going on out there. I see Melanie out there rooting on for Jaron. Jaron's a good kid. We like Jaron a lot. We make fun of him, call him J-Ron, and get a rise out of him. That's what we like to do. A guy like Phil, you like to just kind of mix it up with these drivers because knowing full well do not have a talent to be behind the wheel. So we'll try to do our best on the mic here tonight. Eric Tupper, Wesley Gwaltney, Logan Heron, Cody Slauson, and Tim Christensen are going to open the evening as our top five as we have our first iRacing, iFlag.com green flag of the night. Let's race it around the quarter mile off of turn number 2. Eric Tupper going to jump himself out to the race lead. Gwaltney going to fall into the second spot. It is Gaunt with the number 20 car going to fall into third as we race off turn number 4. Let's complete lap number 1, and things are going to happen in a quick way here tonight in Fairbury, as they always do. We have a quick race for the lead. Down in 3 and 4 is Gwaltney around Tupper. Tupper going to slide him back over to the low side, and with a shove from the 20 of Ryan Gaunt, that's going to keep Gwaltney out to the race lead. Tupper going to get a little tad bit loose through 1 and 2. He'll lose the second spot now to Gaunt. 115, Eric Tupper will be stuck down to the low side. Top 2 will transfer on. 3 laps complete as he already off turn at number 2 and just shooting down this short little squirt of a back straightaway here at Fairbury. Gwaltney throws it real sideways, keeps that throttle hammered down. He'll complete lap number 4 as our racer Gaunt in for 2. Tupper, Landon Caps, Logan Heron scored our top 5 currently and quickly approaching halfway here as he'll put 5 on the board. 5 laps remain in heat race number 1. So far, so good for the 81 car. Wesley Gwaltney, he'll lead by 2 car lengths out of turn number 2. Now extended out to 3 cars. As we head into turn number 3, Gaunt with the white number 20 car right behind him. Eric Tupper riding back in the 3rd spot. Now Paul Landon Caps up to the 3rd spot as Tupper's free fall continues. As Caps and Heron and also Jaron Hazen around Eric Tupper. So drop Tup all the way back to the 6th spot. As we race for second, Gaunt got his hands full with the Caps number 521. Landon trying to make a late race run into a transfer. And this one, as we are door-to-door through turns number 3 and 4, we're going to put 2 laps remaining this time by. 2 more trips around for the 81 car. Wesley Gwaltney, we got this drag race going on, and switcheroo for the 2nd spot. Now Landon Caps up into the 2nd position. Ryan Gaunt going to try to drive it in deep and sell it cheap in a turn number 3 and 4, and he'll fall back in line. His white flag up in the air. Wesley Gwaltney driving away with this one, 4 or 5 car lengths down at number 3 and 4. He'll keep it throttled down. Checkered flag in the air. Give Wesley Gwaltney the win in heat number 1. Landon Caps will go from heats from the outside of the 4th row to the transfer spot into the A main. Ryan Gaunt, Logan Heron, Eric Tupper, Jaron Hazen, Alex Holbert, Tim Christensen, Cody Slauson. Round out our 9 cars on that one. That one as quick as I figured it would. Heat race number 1 is done. Let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup from Milner Media and Design. Heat race number 2 on the pole will be car number 89, El Presidente. John Kennedy on the pole with Josh Heston alongside in car number 118. In row number 2 with the number 30 car, that'll be Chad Combs with the 25 of Jarrett Murphy to his outside. CJ Howell, he will start 5th. He is in the deuce with the number 17 of Brett Rolls to the outside of row number 3 in the 4th row. Zachary DeLong with the number 93 and Casey Brunson out there with, what's this, car number 32? That can't be right, can it? We drop all the way back to the 8th and final spot, and Casey Brunson looks like is at car number 10. It's car number 10. So Casey out there, different number don't match up, but as usual, Casey in the 10 cars. He will ride in shotgun position of this one. 8 cars, 10 laps, top 2 into the main event as we'll peek back over to Facebook Live. And Jaron says we tried, the car sucked. It happens, Jaron. Keep racing out there. You'll do all right. Rocky Batfield's out there watching. Good to see the old big monkey in the house from Flagstaff, Arizona. Fort Smith, Arkansas in the house. Tearing on Team WFO. Melanie Riley is out there. So cool to see everybody chiming in. Keep the chats going on all night long. We'll monitor best we can. Facebook Live. We'll even take a peek to YouTube if we can here. In a little bit, as we go green flag racing, John Kennedy, Josh Hessen will lead the way in heat race number 2. The 89 car will just shoot himself down the back chute. Hessen going to take a dive to the second spot on the inside lane. Josh Hessen will reclaim 2, but he has a battle on his hands. As you look right behind him, CJ Howell, the deuce is there. Rolls is there. 25 of Jarrett Murphy. Let's race it down. It turns number 3 and 4. Hessen will hold on for 2, and he will chase around the race leader with car number 89. John Kennedy, 4/10 of a second the advantage last time by. Does not equivalent too much on the screen. That is for sure. As now Hessen pulls it at 2 car lengths off turn number 4. And we get a race going on for third on. Back behind him, we got Brett Rolls under CJ Howell. Put the 17 now up to the third spot, putting Howell the 4th. Zachary DeLong dropping back to the 5th spot. Casey Brunson over the 6th position off of turn number 4. And will complete 4 laps of 10 on the board. And John Kennedy is under assault from the 118 of Josh Hessen. Josh going to peek it down to the low side. Good race behind them for third as well between Rolls and the 17 and Howell in the deuce as we rock off turn number 4 halfway home. Cross flags go down. 5 more trips remaining here. The quarter mile for the number 89. John Kennedy rolls it off and it turns number 3 and 4. And he don't have much of a breathing room there. It's a car length and a half over Hessen. Josh will take a peek to the low side. Even lower will go be for the number 2 car of CJ Howell. He will look to the low side. He's got company behind him with now the 93 car of Zachary DeLong. Zach up to the 4th spot and see if he can do something to put himself in at least top 2 positions as Kennedy has led all the laps in this one so far. And he'll drive it down at turn number 3 and 4. He will see the 2 laps to go, 2 sticks down, 2 more trips around for number 89 as we're down at turn number 1 and 2. Josh Hessen up high in the 118. He will lose the 2nd spot now to CJ Howell in the deuce. CJ Howell up to the transfer spot. Let's see if Josh can regroup up high or if he even loses 3rd from DeLong of the 93 car with the white flag in the air. Really good race here. We're going to race for the win. Down the back chute, Kennedy will drive it in really deep. Howell had a run. Let's see who's going to grab the transfers off of 4. John Kennedy will take the win. CJ Howell for 2. Josh Hessen, Zach DeLong, Jarrett Murphy, Brett Rolls, Casey Brunson, Chad Coombs. Those guys will be off into the LCQ. So 2 heat races are in the books. We got 2 more of those left remaining. That was pretty high octane and action packed. And we would have it no other way. It's why we call ourselves the Full Velocity Racing Network. We like things that happen fast. We see Jesse Conley out there watching as well. Good to see Jesse out there tuning in. And hope you all share the links out there for us and let everybody know we're out here tonight live. I know it's late on a Tuesday night, but we are here. We're going to have a good time, and let's see what we have for our starting lineup for heat race number 3, brought to you by Milder Media and Design. On the pole, number 42. That'll be Adam Hummerding with the number 13 alongside the rock star DJ Kilwanowski there and outside of the first row. The 06 will start third. That is Tommy Bush with the 8 car of Jeremy Vaughn. Next door to him in the third row, we find car number 10, Brandon Givens, with the number 26 of Laurel Havens to his outside. Jay Place will start 7th. Our point leader, he is in car number 16 with Derek Fedgenhauer, the black number 86. Headline, the outside of the 4th row. That's our final position here for heat race number 3. 8 cars, 10 laps. And the top 2 off into the main event. Jack's telling me now there was 7. Well, who is missing? Oh, the pole sitter out there, Adam Hubbarding, not going to answer the bell here from that starting spot on the pole. That'll hand it to Tommy Bush in the number 6. So I'll put Tommy Bush up to the pole position on this one as we're in turns number 3 and 4. The lights out around the quarter mile. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag goes up in the air. Let's go to it. 10 more trips around the quarter mile. The 6 car going to lead the way. Tommy Bush off of turn number 2. Right behind him, DJ Kilwanowski. He is settling in for 2 right now, and they have already put a gap between themselves, between Jeremy Vaughn, and now put Brandon Givens to the 3rd spot in the number 10 car. Jay Place all the way up to the 4th spot already with car number 16. Let's keep an eye on the points leader, a guy who has been on a tear through these opening 6 or 7 races to the season. Got my spreadsheet out there. Don't got that thing open. Got to open it up and take back through the history what the series has been all year long, with that 16 car now up to the 3rd spot and beginning to chase down at number 13 of DJ Kilwanowski, caught about 6 car lengths off of turn number 2. Tommy Bush leading the way so far with car number 6 will exit turn number 4. Will complete lap number 4. And it is car number 6 going to lead the way off of turn number 2 and down the back chute, leading by, fingernails there over Kilinowski. Is DJ going to put the 13 car on the high lane as well? See if he can't throw it down deep in the turn 1 and 2. See if he can't make a pass for the race lead. Those two having a good race up there. Bush holding on for the time being. 3 car lengths back to DJ. Jay placed a guy on a roll, but he's got some time to run this thing down because we now put 6 laps complete. Can the 16 car chases right around the 13? It's down to 2 car lengths, called a car length and a half. And now Jay Place will take a look to the outside in 3 and 4. And now he'll sweep it down to the low side, exiting turn number 4. And let's see, Jay Place will take the line away from Kilinowski. Jay Place now up to the 2nd spot. And can he maybe run down Tommy Bush for a win in this one? I guess we'll wait and see. As it looks like Place, I don't know if he enjoyed the way he passed that 14 car right there as he let out of it. Now DJ going to go back around him. 28 car now down to the bottom as well. 28 car Laurel Havens doing a good job running in 4th off turn number 4 as we got the white flag in the air. Tommy Bush take this one from flag to flag, and this one's in turn number 3 and 4. We'll put the checkered flag in the air. 6 car will take down the win. Tommy Bush, let's race back here for a second. It got crossed up over there. Jay Place will take 2nd away from DJ Kilinowski, Derek Fedkenauer, Laurel Havens, Brandon Givens, Jeremy Vaughn, rounding out the 7 cars that took the starting lineup there for heat race number 3, which means we have 1 more heat left to go. We'll go 10 more trips around. Let's click my window over here and take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup for Miller Media Design. Heat race number 4 on the pole in this one will be the number 14, Bradley P. Wilson on the pole, and alongside the number 01 car will be Nicholas Johnson. In run number 2 with the 777, we find Jack Ritz with the number 5, the F5 of Chris Fisher to his outside. In the 3rd row with car number 33, Torrin Shirts with the number 09, Josh Ely to the outside of run number 3. And in the 4th row, Peyton Heron with the number 07 car, and Josh Peacock in the JP Designs number 61, the flagship sponsor car. He will start back in position number 8. He will have work to do. Josh, got to get on it. You were talking a lot of crap before the race. You need to see that 61 car make the main event. He can back it up because him and Bradley Wilson were going after each other, and Bradley's on the pole, Josh in the back. Money's on Mr. Bradley P. Wilson up there right now as we're a half a lap away from putting this under the green flag. You're taking Peacock. Okay. But you know what's going to happen here? If Bradley doesn't make the A main, he said he's coming up here for the feature. So we'll wait and see if Mr. Wilson will join us up here in the booth. But off turn number 4, iRaceAGuyFlag.com, green flag up in the air, and Bradley Wilson will stomp out, loud pedal down. He'll lead the way over to turn number 1 and 2, and already a race for that 2nd spot. Jack Ritz, the 777 to the low side of Nicholas Johnson in the 1 car up high off turn number 4. Let's complete lap number 2. And it is getting busy in the middle part of this field as well. As you look right behind them, you find the 09 of Josh Ely making it work to the low side. Chris Fisher in the F5 behind him is off turn number 4, completing now lap number 3 in this one next time around. And so far, so good for the race leader. Bradley P. Wilson going to lead the way with the number 14 car, Jack Rich Johnson, Ely Fisher. Our top 5s off turn number 4 will complete lap number 3 right there as Phil's going to clean the glass off in between this one. Here's Wilson going to lead the way down in turn number 3. He's got 3 car lengths over Jack Rich. Jats has a couple between himself and a battle that is side by side for 3rd between Nicholas Johnson, Chris Fisher now in the F5. F5 power bombing his way through the field. He'll jump his way up to the 3rd spot. Can Chris Fisher chase down the top 2 off of turn number 4 as we put halfway home in this one. 5 in the books, 5 laps he made, and how Jack is feeling about that little wager right now with Bradley P. Wilson out to the race lead with car number 14. And as long as Bradley doesn't step on it and screw it up, he may have this one in the bag. He has got 3 car lengths on now. A race for the 2nd spot. Jack Ritz holding on. Chris Fisher in the 5. Chris going to drop it down to the low side and see if he can't throw a flying elbow on this one. Looking for the 2nd spot in a turn number 1. 5 car will drive it in really hard. But the high side right there, so far, so good for Jack Ritz. It is tough to pass at Fairbury. Going to really drive these cars for all they are worth. And it's a really good race on who is going to grab this final transfer spot out of heat race number 4. Can Bradley P. Wilson hold on? 9/10 of a second and extending it. And off of turn number 4, he will see the white flag in the air. Maybe I don't get a broadcast colleague tonight. Bradley P. Wilson going to lead the way off of turn number 2. He's got the white flag in the air, and he is half lap away, taking away the win in heat race number 4 off the corner. He will do just that. Bradley P. Wilson will pick up the win. Good race for second will go to Josh Ely in the number 09. He will take the second spot away from Jack Ritz, Nick Johnson, Chris Fisher. Ran out our top 5 there for heat race number 4. So heats are all done. We have the LCQs coming up ahead here. I believe we're going to have 2 of those. They will go 15 laps of distance with the top 8 going on in the main event. So let me clean the glass off here and we'll take a look-see. There we go. Amazing what I can see. Let's take a 3D racing starting lineup here for B main number 1 on the pole. With the number 20 will be Ryan Gaunt. With the number 13, the rock star DJ Kilinowski to his outside. In row number 2 with Logan Heron in the 120. Derek Fedkenhauer is number 86 alongside of him. In the third row, Eric Tupper in the 115, the 26 car of Laurel Havens to the outside of row number 3. In the fourth row, Jaron Hazen with the number 15 and Brandon Givens with the number 10. That is our top 8 starters. That's the transfer spots coming into this one. Ninth starter will be number 7. That'll be Alex Holbert with the number 8 of Jeremy Vaughn alongside of him in row 5. In row 6, our final row, we find Tim Christensen aboard car number 47. And I think that's going to be it, is Adam Hummerding did not answer the bell here this evening. So it looks like we'll get 11 cars. The top 8 will race our way in. And we will have 15 laps to get it done. The trash talking is still commencing out there. I can hear it, and I can see that Bradley Wilson's mic was muted by the race administration. Mainly Josh Peacock is. They were having a good little feisty conversation there. I told you, Jack. Bradley was making the A, and Josh was going to have to step on it, racing the B. He's going to have to get it done. But off to number 4, let's complete lap number 1. What do you got? What do you got?
Guess Josh may be in the booth tonight.
Oh, you know what? That would be great. He did it before. Did an awesome job. Welcome him back into this booth anytime. Peacock will be in the B main. We'll see if he can get that done. But we are now 2 laps complete in LCQ number 1. And we have DJ Kilinowski leading the way over Derek Fedkenhauer. Logan Heron running in the 3rd spot with Ryan Gaunt. Laurel Havens right behind him. The number 26 car is kind of tame right now, but I figured this would be a little bit tame for the opening lap. So this one is a 20 car now, was dropped back to the 5th spot. As Heron, now Laurel Havens, the number 26. Laurel having a good run there. Car is really hooked up, running in 4th and running down to the low side, doing a really fantastic job so far. We run off turn number 2, went down the back chute, racing for position number 3. It's like Logan Heron going to hold on for the time being. Kilinowski leading the way. He's got half a second over Derek Fedkenhauer, Logan Heron, Laurel Havens, Ryan Gaunt, Brandon Gibbons, Eric Tupper, Jaron Hazen. He is the guy on the bubble right now with car number 15, I do believe, or can I not read it? I call him 8th right there. Holbert, Christensen, Vaughn on the outside looking in, currently approaching halfway home in this one. Let's put 7 laps to bed. This time off turn number 4, and DJ Kilinowski just now opening that lead up. Call it now almost 7/10 of a second over Fedkenhauer, as we have a yellow flag on the speedway at the halfway point. Yellow, yellow, yellow. That was becoming some good racing, but got a couple of cars get together, one going around. Yellow flag on the speedway. Hard ass racing. Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag number 1 of the evening. Let's see who may be our subject of our full velocity instant replay. Always on the network, brought to you by our friends over at Jonathan's Journeys at jmaxstrong.com. What are we seeing, Jack? Jack is quiet, which means he's probably still looking. Who did? 76 car into the Uke tire. I have a 76 in my lineup. Who's in a 76 car? 7. Alex Holbert, 76. There we go, right there. That matches up. 776. Alex Holbert. Uke tire is bad news. Bad news. And that probably had to hurt a little bit.
Green.
And we go back to the green flag here as we shake off that headache now with 8 laps complete. In LCQ number 1, we've got a good race up front. Kilinowski fell out of the server. Oh, no. What has happened to DJ is he had it happening there. I don't think that was aliens, Jack. I think it was unfortunate user error. I think he got taken off the racetrack inadvertently, so that sucks for DJ. That will turn the lead over to Laurel Havens. Derek Fetkenhauer now out into the second spot, and that is where we go ride down to turn number 1 and 2. Defed will look to the low side of Laurel off turn number 4, so this one has changed upside down and not quite. Yes, 15. Old Mr. Hazen is coming. 15 up to the 4th spot. Jaron is digging. Good to see. He's doing a good job. Mr. Tupper right behind him with the 115. He's doing a good job there as well. As Tupper now going to pull himself up to the 4th spot. Can he run down Logan Heron, who will run 3rd? But we have a yellow flag on the speedway again. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, no. We talked about Tupper and he wrecked. No. Oh, Jaron? Oh, no. Not J-Ron. Oh, goodness. J-Max Strong, Full Velocity Racing Network Instant Replay is going to show Jaron Hazen. And, yeah, it was because of Tupper. It was all Tupper's fault. Got sideways. Jaron had no place to go. And
When all else fails, blame Tupper.
that's it. I like that. Tupper's fault. Tupper's fault. Everybody. Everybody. I see Rocky Battenfield out there, and he joined my team. Ban the Ukes. Thank you, Rocky. That is Team Phil right there. Get rid of these damn Uke tires. They just serve no purpose besides tearing useless race car, useful race cars up. Useless carnage out of those things. Got no place.
Team Todd. Team Todd.
No. Team Todd this. Put a wall there. You don't want them down there, put a wall. They'll bounce off it. They may wreck, but it's better than getting stuck or just destroying a car. I agree. Let's go back to racing here now. 13 laps going to be complete. Green, white, checker to settle this one. Laurel Haven stopping on the loud pedal down a single file restart in this one with Fedkenhauer going to ride at the second spot. Logan Heron, Tim Christensen, Brandon Givens now running the top 5 as we exit to number 4. We'll put the white flag in the air for Laurel Havens with car number 26. Can he find himself gracing victory lane after our B main here? The LCQs, LCQ1, C main, whatever you want to call it. Off the 4th corner, it is going to be Laurel Havens picking up the checkered flag. He will beat Derek Fetkenhauer, Logan Heron, Tim Christensen, Brandon Givens, Eric Tupper, Ryan Gott, Alex Holbert will grab the final transfer. And it looks like Jaron Hazen going to come up short along with DJ Kilinowski. 2 fan favorites will not see our main event here tonight. That is stunning. Also, Jeremy Vaughn on that list as well. So, yeah, I don't think you could predict that one. That's some good shoes. Not going to make it home out of LCQ number 1, but we have LCQ number 2 beginning to grid now. We're going to call for 13 cars in this one. We'll see how many show up taking the 8 in. Jack says we have them all, so that's a good thing. On the pole with the number 118, Josh Hessen, the 777 alongside of Jack Ritz. In the second row, Brett Rawls, guy who was supposed to be a broadcaster tonight, decides to moonlight as a driver. He's at car number 17. He'll start 3rd with Nick Johnson alongside in the 0-1. Jarrett Murphy will start 5th. He's in car 25. The F5 of Chris Fisher on the outside of row number 3. Casey Brunson and Josh Peacock will headline row number 4. Row number 5, we'll find Zachary DeLong, Peyton Heron, Chad Coombs, Torrin Schertz, Cody Slauson will be our 13 cars for the B main. LCQ number 2 is Todd just checked in and Todd just checked out. So he was busy over at Speed Shift TV tonight on the controls. And, well, I think he was announcing too. So busy night for the FVRN guys already as we get racing here in the LCQ number 2. B main, call it now off turn number 2. See what's going to happen over here as we race it up. 8 cars are going into the main event. Looks like Josh Hessen using the outside lane, a power move. He will jump himself to the race lead. Jack Ritz now having to fight for his life with Nick Johnson and Brett Rolls with the number 17 as Rolls is down to the inside. Call Rolls 3rd and maybe 2nd by the time we exit turn number 4 as he's going to be under the 777 up high. Rolls now to 2nd and maybe a run for the race lead off of turn number 2. Where did that 17 car get its speed? Somebody check him for lightweight or something. Brett Rolls is going to lead the way after 3 laps in, and I'm not sure that's going to be completely okay with me if Rolls is running good. Somebody just take him out. No, never mind. We like Brett. He's a good kid. Let him keep racing. He'll lead Josh Hessen, Jack Rich, Jarrett Murphy, and now put Nick Johnson back to the 4th spot. Him and Jarrett having a really good race back there going on for 4th and 5th. the 1 car versus the 25. Let's take a peek over there. Chris Fisher not too far behind. Josh Peacock, well, he may race his way in the main event after all, unless he finds a Ute tire. JP Design 61 doing a great job down to the inside as we race over to turn number 3 and 4 and quickly approaching halfway home of this one. We'll put 6 laps complete this time. Rolls continues to lead and is beginning to extend that advantage out over the race for second between Jack Ritz, who is down to the low side of Josh Hessen off of turn number 4, and give the 777 the second spot for the time being. Josh will be up high. They're 2 wide behind him with Nick Johnson up high. Jarrett Murphy in the 25 down low. And you look right behind Jarrett. You get a good little battle going on there between Fisher and the 5. You got Brunson, Josh Peacock holding on to that final transfer at this moment. Zach DeLong, Torrin Shirts, those guys have work to do on the outside of the top 8 right now as we exit turns number 3 and 4. We're going to put, 9 laps complete in this one, so running out of time. 6 laps to go in tonight's feature, or not feature event, 2-hour feature event. In a 3-deep race over to number 3 and 4, Nick Johnson putting the 1 car in the middle of Ritz in the 777 down low. Hessen up high in the 118. Don't think that was going to work for too long. Really stunning the run for the 1 car, opening the low side now for Jarrett Murphy to launch to the inside lane. See if you can't pick up a spot there. Getting really dusty here in Fairbury. I'll tell you what, dirt is flying really dry, and it's not short on racing. I'll tell you that, though, as we got a good one off turn number 2 now. Brett Rolls continuing to lead the way in the LCQ number 2. Josh Hessen running in the second spot. The F5 of Chris Fisher now up into the third spot, that black number 5 car. And we look behind, and it is a 4-wide race, almost 4 wide there through 3 and 4. Ritz in the middle of the sandwich. You got Johnson up high, Jarrett Murphy down low. They are just getting after it behind them as well, as this is some really good pictures going on, and we're running out of time. White flag will go up in the air. One more trip around for Brett Rolls, who leads the way, and he's got just about 1 second even on this race, going on for second on back. Hessen will have second into 3, but the checkers will go in the air and give Brett Rolls the win in the B main over Josh Hessen. Oh, Nick Johnson for 2. He'll grab second away from Josh Hessen. Casey Brunson will 4th. Chris Fisher, Jack Rich, Jarrett Murphy, Josh Peacock sneaks his way in to the main event. Zachary DeLong, Torrin Shirts, Peyton Herron, Cody Slauson. Those drivers done for the night, so that was great. 4 heats, 2 LCQs, now a feature event ready to rock and roll. 35 laps around. Before we get there, let's still take trackside for tonight's playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free in the home of the brave?
Uh,
All right, we are back here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. It is feature event time for the FVRN Modified Series here at the Fairbury Speedway. So let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup for this one. On the pole with car number 81 will be Wesley Gwaltney with the number 89, El Presidente John Kennedy to his outside. In row number 2, Tommy Bush with the number 6 car, Bradley Pete Wilson with car number 14. Starting the outside of row number 2. In our third row, Landon Capps on the 521, the 2 of CJ Howell to his outside. The points leader will start 7th tonight with car number 16. That is Jay Place. With the 09 of Josh Ely rounding out our 4th row. Laurel Havens and Brett Rolls make up row number 5 with Derek Fetkenhauer and Nick Johnson rolling off from the 12th starting position. Logan Heron and Josh Hessen will start in the 7th row with Tim Christensen and Casey Brunson rolling off in P number 16. Brandon Gibbons and the F5 of Chris Fisher rolling off position number 18 with Eric Tupper and Jack Ritz. In row number 10, Ryan Gaunt and Jarrett Murphy with Alex Holber and Josh Peacock rounding out a 24-car field tonight. This will be a good time, and we are glad you are locked and loaded into the Full Velocity Racing Network. Facebook Live in the house. YouTube's out there. Twitch TV's rolling. We had a great night here so far. Some really good races, 4 terrific heats, 2 really good LCQs. Now, a 35-lap main event. This should be a good time as we are in turn number 3 and 4. The lights are out. iRacingGuyFlag.com. Green flag in the air. Wesley Gwaltney will be that loud. Pedal down. First one in turn number 1 and 2. And we are stacking up behind already for throw on back with Tommy Bush in the middle with car number 6. He's holding on for second. One to the outside wall on 2 wheels. And carnage ensued off the 4th turn. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I think we all kind of saw that one happening off of turn number 4. I'm not sure who the car on 2 wheels was, but I have an idea. CJ Howell in the deuce. And he went for a ride, and a couple of other cars kind of got involved in that one. That was a mess off turn number 4 in the opening lap, and goodness, that could have been a whole lot worse than it was. But he was up on 2 wheels on a whole lot of places to go, and he'll land back down on all 4s and keep it rolling, but he will be at the back of this one. Tough break for the deuce of CJ Howell. It's 1 lap in. 35 going to be the distance here tonight in the Fairbury Speedway. Great little quarter mile. That is a place to be tonight. We are having a good time and hope you are as well. As Rocky and Rolls are out there busting on each other, and probably really 2 things going on out there in the chat. You're out there watching, do me a favor and mix it up and see what's going on. Yeah, don't forget, I think Todd's out there advertising. Don't forget to click that little button down there. Be a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network. It's $4.99 a month, and you get some special content we will be distributing from our friends over here at Full Velocity. As we go back to green now, 1 lap complete. Wesley Gwaltney, Tommy Bush, Jay Place. Points leader with car number 16. Well, he is looking to make some waves here in this one, as he is rim riding along with the bottom side of the speedway, and him and now John Kennedy go door to door off turn number 4, and we had a race up in front of them for their race lead, because Tommy Bush and Wesley Gwaltney, they're going to mix it up front off of turn number 4. Give it to Wesley at the line, but Tommy in the 6 car doing a great job to the low side as they will stay wheel to wheel off the 4th turn. That one's going to be too close to call. I believe Gwaltney going to be scored. The race leader there. John Kennedy's number 89 car. He'll go to the top lane. He will try to mix it up with these top 2 up front. Place in the middle there, running in the 4th spot. And then you've got Landon Capps in the 521. Flirting with a Uke tire through 3 and 4. That was almost ugly. Now you get off turn number 2, and now Wesley Gwaltney, he has claimed himself up to a number 1 spot. We were racing for second behind. Now Tommy Bush with a battle from Jay Place in the number 16. They're going to drop to the low side. Looks like inside lane is starting to go away. I think that could happen here. Slider line will come back in this 35-lap feature. I'm pretty sure of that. To make for a good run as we look it down at 1 and 2. Bush to the low side of Gwaltney. Let's race for the top spot off and 2. 6 car will inch ahead. He'll drive a little deeper to 3 and 4. Now Gwaltney going to cross him over. Jay Place looking to the low side. We were about 3 deep on a 1 or 3 and 4 on that one. Didn't think that was going to work. Did not work too well right there, and allowing his 6 car to jump himself out to a good race lead, 3 or 4 car lengths off of 4. You got Place and Wesley Gwaltney. They're side by side for the second spot. You look right behind those two, you see a good race going on between Landon Capps and Nick Johnson, the 0-1 car. Nick from the 12th spot, he is now up to a top 5, and things have been good all night long as we've now put 11 laps on the Full Velocity Racing Network scoreboard. It's been getting close for the lead up here again as Gwaltney has rebounded the 81 car. He ran down the 6, and now he's going to take a peek down to the low side of the speedway again and see if he can't make a run through turns 1 and 2 this time. Busch holding on and doing a good job so far. The number 6 car, 81, he made a little kiss to the wall out of turn number 2, and I wonder if that's going to start being some of the way the fast cars will do it. It slowed him up big time as Jay Place down to the low side. He'll slide up the hill, and he'll take that lane away from Gwaltney. Now put Jay Place up to the 2nd spot. Gwaltney back to 3rd. Good race still continuing on back here for 5th on back where I see Nick Johnson and Casey Brunson. Not Casey Brunson, Landon Capps and Nick Johnson back here racing for the 4th spot in a good battle back here as I'm trying to float around. The really dusty here at Fairbury. We're quickly approaching halfway in this one. Put 15 laps to bed now is Tommy Busch. It's been the guy calling the shots of this one. He leads now over Jay Place of Wesley Gwaltney, Landon Capps, Nick Johnson running in 5th, Casey Brunson, Laurel Havens, Josh Ely, Chris Fisher, Derek Fedgenhauer now into the top 10 with car number 86. They're all trying to run down the race leader in the 6th car as we exit turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go halfway home. 17 laps going on the board, 35 laps to main event. So I guess you could say in the back chute, we're officially halfway over this one. So far, so good for the 6 car up front, but Jay Place is coming. Cue the Jaws music. Because he is running down from what was a full second down to precious car lengths. Call it 5 off of turn number 2, and I believe Jay Place may be the fastest car at the Fairbury Speedway at this juncture is off of turn number 4 this time, completing lap number 19. 1394 gives you an idea of where this track is slowed down from qualifying to now. Last time by 1394 for Jay Place. Let's see what he has at this time at the line as they flash on by a 1426. Track really slowing down. 1428 for the race leader Tommy Busch. If he can hold on right now as that top 2 beginning to walk away. Wesley Gwaltney has a good wrestle hold of the 3rd spot. He'll hold off Landon Capps by almost a full second off the 4th turn. Landon and Nick Johnson having a good race back here. 1 car versus 521. That is racing for 4th. Just get picked that one up here through the dust cloud off of turn number 2. Casey Brunson also starting to get in the way. Number 10 car is Case is down to the low side as well, so he's doing some work. Here receiving a Brunson Motorsports number 10 off of turn number 4. 23 laps going on the board, and now a yellow flag on the speedway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. A good one so far. Second yellow flag of main event coming out on lap number 24. We will slow it on down again. See what we can't find that may be responsible for our Full Velocity Instant Replay, brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. And it wasn't Bradley Wilson, was it? Not finding anything at the interim. Could have been Alex Holbert involved, or he was in a long race. Mr. Kennedy, 89, he's back there out of the 16th or 19th spot outside pole. Talk about to the penthouse to the outhouse. I'm sure that's how John Kennedy feels right now with car number 89, as he has had the biggest free fall through the field. But the big charger so far tonight, it looks like, from 20th up to 9th, will be the 777 of Jack Ritz. He has had a terrific run. Coming from the back, 11 spots gained good there. 10 spots gained for Jarrett Murphy, who started 22nd. He is up to 12, so there's some hard charts to look at as we are getting ready to put this one to bed. 24 laps now going complete as we go back to green flag racing. And oh, we've got one around. Tommy Busch got passed around like a ping pong ball and somehow kept it going, but lost a lot of time as there was an issue there right away on the restart. We stay under the green flag, but Tommy Busch got shuffled out of the outside of the front row, drop him all the way back now to 15th as they completed that lap by. The new race leader is car number 16, Jay Place. Looking to extend his points lead some more here tonight in Fairbury, and there's no easier way to do that than going out there and leading a whole lot of laps, and that is exactly what he is doing right now. With car number 16 leading Wesley Gwaltney by a half a second, almost a second and a half back to Casey Brunson. Casey has put his way up to third. He's got Nick Johnson, Landon Capps right on his rear end behind. So if Casey's a slip up, 10 car could be in trouble here in these closing laps. 28 go complete. And the story is the number 16 car doing one hell of a job here tonight. Can Wesley run him down? With the 81 cars, it's 2 car legs do 1 and 2, and they are starting to play a little bit of cat and mouse to the outside wall. We'll see what's going to happen here in these closing laps as Gwaltney going to ride right in the tire tracks. 30 laps complete, 5 laps remain on our feature event this week. FVRN Modified Series putting on one hell of a show here in Fairbury. Best race we have seen yet from this group. And Jay Place leads Gwaltney, Brunson, Johnson, Capps now our top 5. But that 777, he is a-coming. Jack Ritz started 20th tonight, now running in 6th. In that green and black 777 is doing all the right things here late in this one, but now a late race yellow flag will throw this upside down. Yellow, yellow, yellow around the quarter mile for the 3rd time in the main event with 3 laps remaining. We'll see if we can't look around here and figure out what a replay may take us. So Tommy Bush pulled his car out of this one, as well as Christensen's 47. Who was around to put us under this yellow flag as we had issues in the back. I think Ryan Gaunt got shape-shifted out of line through a 20 car. I believe his night may be over as well, so looks like there was a quick story to tell there. Looks like Gaunt got the short end of a stick in, was it 25 of Murphy over there? Somebody got together. Tough to tell from the view I have over here, but I'll tell you what, we get yellow on the speedway a 3rd time. This has been a great one here tonight. Who wants to walk out of Fairbury with a checkered flag? Jay Place with a single file restart being the call here. He will lead as a single file? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Single file. Jay Place leading Wesley Gwaltney. Casey Brunson, Nick Johnson, Landon Capps on the top 5. Jack Ritz, our big gainer of the night. Chris Fisher, Josh Ely, Jarrett Murphy, Josh Peacock scored the top 10 as we put the green flag back in the air. And 3 laps remaining. Can Jay Place hold on to this one? He's got a couple more laps to get it done as he's gets a really good restart. This time turns number 3 and 4. He will see the 2 to go signal going down. 2 more trips around for the driver, number 16. Less than 30 seconds away from putting this one to bed as we got together in turn 1 and 2. Gwaltney got almost turned around and they somehow keep that thing straight. Landon Capps will break out ahead of the 521 as we take the white flag on the speedway for the number 16 of Jay Place, who was in the back shooting down into turn number 3 and 4. No pressure from behind. Jay Place will pick up the win here tonight in Fairbury. Casey Brunson will finish up 2nd. Give Landon Capps a top 3. Over Wesley Gwaltney, Jack Ritz will finish up 5th. Nick Johnson, Chris Fisher, Brett Rolls, Josh Peacock, Laurel Havens our top 10 with Eric Tupper. Derek Fetkenhauer, Jarrett Murphy, Brandon Gibbons, Logan Heron completing our top 15. 16th for Josh Hessen. Josh Ely, 17th. 18th for John Kennedy. Alex Holbert, 19th. Brian Gaunt finished 20th with Tommy Bush, Tim Christensen, Bradley P. Wilson, and TJ Howell completing a 24-car lineup. The big winner tonight is Jay Place. We will talk to him next live on the Post Race Show on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, we're back here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show, brought to you by our friends at BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, VPS server, dedicated servers. They will do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Tonight's big winner here, the modified series at Fairbury, is Jay Place, a second-place run for Casey Brunson, and a late race charge. A surge, if you will, puts the 521 of Landon Caps on the podium here tonight. Landon, a great run by you. Started in 5th position, ran up front all night long, and come out of this one to top 3 there, buddy. How you feeling after this one?
Pretty good.
It's good. This race car was awfully quick. It was mixing you right in the middle all night long. Really good racetrack for you. Low side looked to be your favorite way around. Was that the quick?
You're cutting out.
What lane did your car like to be the fastest here tonight, Landon? Where'd your car like to stick?
The top.
Well, it was a good run for you. You get a 3rd place run here tonight. A great run. Let me give you the mic here one more time. Anybody out there watching you want to say hello to, give a thank you to, friends, family, sponsors, everybody. The floor is all yours.
Yeah, everybody at Phantom Sim Sports. TJ Howe, Dixon, and that's about it.
All right. Well, he's a guy of small, short words, but he had a big, loud right foot tonight. Landon Caps, a 3rd place run with the number 521. We'll let him go, and we'll take a walk down here. And God, it's been a while, it feels like, since I have talked to our buddy with the number 10 car, Casey Brunson. Case getting a 2nd place finish here tonight. Has some work to do, brother. Started 16th to get a top 3. Tell us about your evening in that car.
Oh, first of all, I barely even made the actual server. I was out changing rear ends in the car, and I came back, and I was going to come back in the perfect time, but I had an update, so I had to get Tubbs on here to sign me on so I can do the update. Barely even made it, but we started last in Heat 2. That's never fun. Then finished 6th and got into B main, got 4th in that, and it's kind of rode from the feature. Everything that's kind of fell in my hands for the feature somehow, but I'll take it.
Racetrack was in really good shape tonight, too. The fast way, as always, seems to be the way at Fairbury. But I'll tell you what, you guys, you especially, you found some speed down low where it was kind of really treacherous down there, bud. Where'd you find that?
I really don't even know. I was kind of putting it down there where trying to pass cars because you really can't drive through them up top. So I'll just put it down there, see if anything happens. I guess sometimes it's called a Cody run. I couldn't do it over and over and over again. But it kind of, the bottom seemed like it had the speed because the top was treacherous. You couldn't quite run it in there like you used to. And the stick, you had to run it down a little low and slide up to the wall, or if not, you're just going to kill it and lose everything you had.
Well, you found a whole lot here tonight, dude. 14 spots gained from your starting spot in the feature with a 2nd place run, Case. I'll give you the mic here one more time. Give the folks a good shout out there.
I think Brad and all them over there putting these races on. Bulletproof Motorsports, all my teammates over there, JV Design, Joshua Peacock, and my favorite fan, Phil. For y'all for broadcast.
Yeah, my favorite fan. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Casey's my favorite. Josh would be my 2nd favorite. That's for sure. Casey, a 2nd place run here tonight for the 10 car. We'll let Casey go. We'll walk to victory lane, and this guy has been on a tear. The 16 of Jay Place. Jay back in the victory circle where you belong. A big points lead, and what better way to extend it than pick up a win here?
Thank you, guys. I'm so happy we got the win tonight. Great comeback from last week after losing the internet and not able to finish the race or have a good finish that race. So be able to come here and win it's pretty good. Able to get some of them points back. Hate it for my teammate Tommy Bush. I feel like we could have got a 1 and 2 finish tonight if his internet didn't go out. So I don't know what's going on, but thankfully we got the win, get some points back.
I agree exactly what is going on. 20 million people on the internet at the same time. I think it's really hurting everybody's connections right now. But I'll tell you what, dude, you had a bad pill draw in the heat. You had to start at the back. Any panic in that, looking at that pill draw, going, oh, my God, I got to race my way to the top 2 to get in the main event? Because you made that work, but I think you probably had to sweat.
I don't know what's going on. I've never had a good pill draw besides 2 races, and one race, internet goes out, and the other race, we had the wrong gear in it. So I don't know what's going on. I think somebody's just trying to make us lose some points or something.
I'll tell you what, dude, you had a hell of a night. Once again, you pick up yet another win. You extend the points lead out. Jay, let me give you the mic here one more time. Give a shout out to your crew, your family, your friends, your sponsors, everybody out there watching.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank everybody at Bite Motorsports to help me get helped me turn the wrenches on the car, helped me win this race tonight. Tommy Bush for letting me go and taking the lead. I hate that his internet went out. Everybody for racing me clean. Cody Herring Designs, Alpine Stars, everybody watching tonight, all my family, JP Realty. You guys put on a great broadcast, and the league for putting on the race.
All right. Well, here he is, folks. Another big win for the number 16 car. Jay Place, a second place finish or first place. Great win for him as he puts himself in the top 3, extending that points lead on top of the board. So that will do it for us here tonight at the Fairbury Speedway. Thank JP Designs, Miller Media Designs, all of our great sponsors. For Jack and Todd, I am Phil. We will see you back here live next time on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night.